Nigga, it's all about the money. All about the money. Don't let nothing excite you. I try to maintain, keep my head straight, but my surroundings is niggas won't have weight. So what the fuck? All I seen here is negative, and I ain't got too many positive relatives. People try to tell me right from wrong, but man, I think I'm grown. I ain't respecting no nigga, cause my daddy gone, I'm on my own. So let me be all the BG I'm gonna be, and it's a possibility I might see a key on Valley Street. I want nothing but green in my hand, but I ain't gonna say nothing cause shit don't always go as planned. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do with my hustling. Cause I know somewhere out here for me they got a meal. I'm going to get it. I ain't waiting for it to come to me. If that was the case, I'd be waiting till eternity. I'm struggling to strive. Drink some wine, I'm doing bad, but that's fine. I got my hand on my 9. You can best believe I'm going to get mine. Or you can take this to the bank, nigga. I'ma die trying. Niggas sitting around waiting on shit to happen. But if you want something, do what you gotta do. Get out shit and make your shit come through. I gotta get mine. I'm out for me. Ain't nobody worrying about the world. It's still BG. I'ma get my hustle on. In it to win it. I ain't my own man if I sit around depending on the next nigga to take care of me. That's weak, and I wouldn't be showing responsibility. I got my own way. My own skills, make my own meal, back up out the next nigga grill. Deal me a hand, and I'ma play it right. Two choices, rock the mic, and hit that all night flight. One way or another, success is in my future. And if you talk stupid, player hating, I'ma mute ya. I'ma struggle till I make it, hustle till I make it. I know I'ma make it, cause I'm true to the game. I don't fake it. Niggas wondering why they can't stop this BG. Standing 5'11", weighing 153 from the streets. That's going full speed to the stars, nigga. Laying down raw, smoking big fast by your goals, nigga. I got my hand on my 9. I told ya, take this to the bank, nigga. I'ma die trying. Niggas sitting around waiting no shit to happen. But if you want something, do what you gotta do. Get out shit and make your shit come through. Nigga, I'm all about the people. Been a hustler for life. I always meant I'ma get mine if I gotta hang on nice. Like they gotta wait for you. They gotta wait for me. If I gotta bust and discuss, I'ma provide for the beat. I got this $1 million talent and it's all in my mind. I'ma work it over time cause I got to get mine. I hit the block with real niggas. Block cock with real niggas. Going to the top with real niggas. Get chopped from real niggas. I need my pockets to be back. Gangster down in all black. I got skills for double platinum. I'ma have it like that. I take my gap for now. Put my Mac for now. Niggas flat on they back selling crack for now. I'm trying to make something shake. Get a big break. I ain't fake. I got 2 choices. Rap or slang day. It's cool cause I'm a real nigga. All about the mail. Get the scale. Wait the yell. Got 11.5 sale. Believe I know my time. Make $1 million. I'm trying. Stuck in the hood. Nigga out to get mine. Niggas sitting around waiting on shit to happen. But if you want something, do what you gotta do. Get out shit and make your shit come through. Man, I can't be left. Niggas sitting around waiting on shit to happen. But if you want something, do what you gotta do. Get out shit and make your shit come through.
Hey man, this is Junior the Truth, man. Mr. Ohio born player made, man. The black gentleman, aka Mr. All Hustle No Luck, man.
This is Money Power 4.
This is Kurt Sugar.
What it is, y'all? We back. Host of the show, Terry. Get Off Your Chest podcast. I got the fellas with me in the building.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy CJ. Get It Off Your Chest podcast. Let's get it.
You already know what it is. It's King Rhino 27.
Hey, this Chop Marcus Corley.
78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know, and you tuned in to Supreme Beast.
Supreme Beast.
Supreme Beast.
Boxing talk, man.
Right here on YouTube. Check them out.
One of the best shows on YouTube. Peace to Supreme Beats Boxing Talk.
We live with it? Yeah, we live with it. Run it!
Brought to you by Usual Suspect 6.
Say a couple of 100 yards down the road, I gave myself 50-50.
UsualSuspect6.com.
I'm tired of this, man. I'm sick of worrying about WIC cars. I'm sick of worrying about the government. I can't eat.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
What it do? What it do? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man. We on the Beltway with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the family that's in the building early. Slide through showing love. Salute to everybody that ran Friday playback back. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who we got in the building, man. Salute to my brother, man. Big Joe Townsend up in this thing, sliding through showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the OG. You know what I'm saying? My OG. The OG Mr. Mott slide through showing love, man. What's happening with it, OG Mr. Mott? Salute to my A1 since day one, man. Send a Tank 45 up in this thing, slide through showing love, man. What it do, homie? What it do? You know what I'm saying? We got my brother, man, the Dirt Gang boss up in here, man. Salute, homie, salute. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate the love for sure, man. Okay, I got my brother in here, man. Let me put my brother in here up real quick. Hold on. We got our fella, the mad scientist, up in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's going down with you? It is Monday. How was your weekend, my brother?
What to do, what you're saying, what a guan, it's your favorite, yeah, your most hater, all fella back for another one. Pull up. We bullshitting on the Beltway. Smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right. It's the usual suspect team. Salute to everybody up in the chat. Salute to the usual suspect 6. Salute to the usual suspect 6 fight league. You know, dig, and of course, salute to the mighty LDBC. Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all support the games that the usual suspect 6 got. Don't forget, of course, the 50-50 draw every other Friday. And we got to find the boxer games going on. And of course, half the proceeds go to the LDBC meet and greet, and the other half goes to you, the winner. You know, dig? So we still haven't reached our goal where we'll be able to send or pay the expenses for a lucky supporter. So we hope y'all can continue to support the game so we can get that popping for y'all. But yes, indeed, once again, 50-50. Find a boxer. We still looking for Errol Spence, and of course, we're looking for Marios Barrios. Word on the street is that he's coming up on some a Pacquiao fight, but nothing confirmed yet. But other than that, excuse me, my day's been straight. You know what I mean? It's always a good day when you can assist another black man with his dream. It's always a good day when you could assist another black entrepreneur with his vision. So today was the day that I was able to give confirmation to a black entrepreneur that has a winery. A winery. And I gave him confirmation that your signs will be manufactured and be put up for the wider public to see.
Okay. I thought you was talking about me. I thought you was talking about me, how you got me a present or something to help the business out of something. You talking about the winery, man. I thought it was me until you said wine.
If it takes a while, you know what I mean, the bureaucracy of government and whatnot. But
I know. I'm just talking. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it done for old boy and whatnot, and I'm looking forward to get a bottle on the house or something. You know what I mean? A little something. You know, dig. But other than that, make sure y'all shop usual suspect6.com. Of course, we got a lot of ladies apparels featured on the first page right now. But all the summer type things for the men will be dropping in a few days and whatnot. So definitely be on the lookout. Keep tapping into shopusualsuspect6.com because yeah, the drip keeps on adding.
Okay. Salute to my brother Craig L, Mr. Get It Off Your Chest podcast in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got the shooter on deck, Queen 71 up in here, man. Slide through, show love, salute. Okay. As far as me, Monday was exceptionally warm, very nice outside. Work was chill. It wasn't too much. You know what I'm saying? It usually they had you do a lot of stuff on Mondays, but that went through real smooth because it's the end of the month. Next week, Monday, I think it'd be a little bit more. But everything was real smooth. Came home and was chilling. The only bad thing I could say, and it's not necessarily bad, it was funny to me. Every day when the food ready in the house, my son come upstairs, knock on the door, open up the door, and he 3 years old, so he said real funny. He say, "You ain't heard? Daddy, the food's ready." And then I say, "The food ready?" He be like, "Yes." And then we go downstairs together. So today, he tells me, he come in the room, he say, "Daddy, you ain't heard? The food's ready." I say, "The food ready? Because it's smelling good now." I'm like, "Yo, the food ready?" He's like, "Yes." Grabbed his toys, went downstairs. I get downstairs. The food's still being cooked. This little boy done lied to me. Bamboozle be in the coming downstairs. He got the ultimate headlock that a 3-year-old could get. You would have thought he was like 6. What is wrong with you? Tell me that the food ready. I come downstairs, it's still getting cooked. The fish ain't even touched the pan yet. Talk about the food ready. Other than that, though, you know, it's been, you know what I'm saying, a real chill, laid back day, man. Cooling out, man. Cooling out. Fella, let me ask you, the playoffs this weekend. I want to go to the basketball real quick before we get into boxing. Just real quick.
Because I missed I halfway wanted to tap in Friday when y'all was talking about football.
Oh, okay.
But, of course, I wasn't available at the time, so. But the whole Shador Sanders situation, and I halfway wanted to say that in a way, I was hoping that he would. I was hoping that he didn't get picked.
Man,
I know recently he got the Cleveland Browns scooped him up, but you hear from the outside looking in, I'm hearing all these fair accusations on the NFL of tampering, high key racism. They're out to get him because he's Sanders' primetime son. Well, in my opinion, if the NFL don't want him, he got a spot up here. Come on over to the CFL. We looking for star quarterbacks. The CFL is devoid of star quarterbacks. Shador come up to the CFL, play on any one of these teams up here. He's the star of the league. He'll make more in endorsements than he does with his football contract up here. He'll turn into an instant star. They ain't gonna shit on him like they did in the NFL. The CFL's gonna build the league around him because he a star like that. That's why I wanted to drop. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, like I said, I wasn't available to pull up on Friday. But shit. If he ain't good enough for the NFL, come up north. CFL been around longer than the NFL. Shout out my Hamilton Tiger Cats, one of the oldest football teams in North America. All facts.
Okay. Okay. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't agree with all that. But I ain't watching football though. So shit, maybe he should have went up there. But I might have watched that. Because I ain't watching the NFL. It said my team sucks and we're trying our best to lose, and I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be a part of it. All right. We talked about the other sports. We could get off into the well, you know what? No. Let me ask you this one real quick about the basketball. What series have you been watching? Which then caught your eye in the playoffs so far?
Nothing. Ain't nothing really caught my eye yet. To be honest, if I'm really following any team, I'd have to say it'd be the Thunder, of course, due to regional or city bias with the I believe the MVP and Shea. His team's gonna go deep into the playoffs and possibly an NBA finalist. So I'm somewhat closely watching the Thunder. But other than that, nothing has really I would say caught my attention per se. Detroit's looking a little bit competitive, but I believe they shout out Detroit, the Pistons for giving the employees of Little Caesars some extra work. A couple more weeks extra work because that's all it's gonna be. I don't think the Pistons the inexperienced Pistons, the light bench Pistons ain't gonna do nothing to the Knicks but just be competitive and come back the next year. But other than that, I ain't nothing really caught my eye like that.
Okay. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. This weekend, the basketball for me been kind of lit, man. Steph he did his thing without Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? That caught my eye. Like, damn. Okay. Denver in the Clippers is the best series out of the NBA right now. Back and forth game. You don't know who's gonna win. It's down to the wire. Yeah, that's they've been real good. Let me see.
Indy got motherfucking Bucks on the ropes right now.
Yeah, but I ain't really been wild because I already know the Bucks is like they injured, so they not 100%. Indy's supposed to have them like that. You know what I'm saying? But the way the Knicks been doing, the Knicks been feisty out there, so that's, you know what I'm saying, that ain't caught my eye. Yeah. Oh. And the way the Timberwolves been whipping up on the Lakers, all that LeBron James could have played back in the day shit, he letting Ant-Man make him look real soft out there. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. Shannon Sharp did all that Lakers in 5 talking. They about to be gone in 5 games like a motherfucker. So I thought that was real eye catching too. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I guess we could go ahead and get off into the boxing and shit. You know what I'm saying? We get off into the boxing and shit. The fight this weekend, you wasn't in the backstage. You say you was moving around. Was you able to catch the fight this weekend? You don't have to give me no breakdown. Just was you able to catch it?
Indeed, I was able to catch it, and I've probably seen it about 3 times now.
Okay. So I'll ask you the foreign correspondent. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing a lot of talk about us in America or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? In Americans. What was your thoughts on the fight, man? Is this a UK classic? Did this go down with the Kell Brook, Amir Khan, and all of the other fights of that nature that UK has produced? The classics. Is this one of those?
Yeah, it's a UK classic. I think it's better than a UK classic. I think it might be just a classic in general. The lead up to the fight was great. The historical sense of the fight was great. You got to understand that I think this fight exceeded expectations. Once again, I think this fight exceeded expectations. We're looking at 2 sons. The fathers were both legitimate world champions. The 2 sons aren't legitimate world champions. Whether you want to call IBO or not, a lot of people gonna argue that, say it's not. Conor Ben hasn't had an official title shot as of yet. But with all that being said, the lack of accolades that the Suns have been able to produce thus far, this fight, I think, exceeds even what their fathers produced. Even though those were legitimate classics in their own right and championship fights. The difference is that the 2 sons have now kind of crossed over and got the attention of the American boxing fan as well, which Chris Senior and Nigel Benn failed to do many moons ago. Yeah, it was a great fight in the UK, but with the Suns, now the American boxing fan, I think, is speaking on it heavily, asking questions about what does Chris Eubank do next. It's exceeded expectations, and the fight itself, it was great. We saw so much heart. It was like a battle of the 2 houses. There was no need for no championship belts. There was name and pride on the line that night. It was making sure that you represented your father to the utmost in that ring on that night. Both of those 2 fighters would have sacrificed their life on that night for the honor of their name. It was on almost like on some Game of Thrones, House of the Dragons type shit. Battling feud between two historical houses, House Eubank against House Ben, and these guys lived up to it. The whole event with the undercards, the crowd was kind of subdued. The energy wasn't there. But as soon as Chris Eubank pulled up with his son, the whole atmosphere, the vibes just rose to another level. So much, it was a great spectacle. And it was a great showing of black fatherhood on display for, once again, not just for the UK to see, but for the American fight fans all across the world. Seeing two black fathers support their sons. That was symbolically on display. Seeing one father in Chris Eubanks Sr. suck up his pride and humble himself and pull up to the event to support his son, which gave his son that extra energy. That extra energy. You can argue this. If Senior wasn't there, Junior might have lost that night. But that extra support, that extra energy Senior came with, I think might have gave a little extra motivation to Junior to come through with that victory. It was a great spectacle, man. This ain't, I think you're shortchanging it by saying this is a UK classic. I think it's overall a boxing classic, and I'm happy for the Eubanks, particularly Chris. I said it a couple weeks ago on the Akinard show, and niggas thought I was wilding. But low key, this man is the cash cow of the middleweight division, and he proved it on Saturday night with 67,000 people. But let me land the plane. I got so many things to cook on with regards to this fight, because it was so great in so many ways, you know what I mean, in and outside of the ring. But let me land the plane.
Okay. That's why your daddy don't love you. You cry, and you cry turning this whole different shit, man. Salute to the queen, man. Shaquita Fields slide through showing love. Salute, queen. Good shit, man. As far as me, man, I can't give it no world classic, man. That was a UK classic for sure. The level just wasn't top level for me to say, you know what I'm saying, for me to give it that. Definitely a great fight. I will watch it again. I will watch a rematch. That is a good fight, but it's just not all what it, you know what I'm saying? But I go back and forth with it. I feel like you wasn't there. The backstage was lit to the fight. And by it being lit like that, do make it like a classic fight, man. You can't debate that. Cause yeah. It was definitely some talks back there, man. So yeah, I'm all right, man. All right. We could say classic, man. We could say classic. All right. You kind of sold me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just say UK, but the way the backstage was lit, you know what I'm saying? You can't disrespect that. You can't. All right. Next one, man. Me and you talked about this a little bit earlier, man. The trailer for what is this? Is this Fatal Fury? Is this what's the name of this?
It is a Fatal Fury.
Okay.
But the Times Square Fatal Fury.
Times Square Fatal Fury is gonna be the Ryan Garcia, Rolly, Devin Haney, what's the boy fight? I can't think his name.
Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez. And Tio versus Barbosa Jr. So they put out the trailer today, and I asked you, Alpha, what was your thoughts on the trailer as a whole? With everything, man. The floor is yours.
I mean, I had to watch it a couple times for it to kind of grow on me. However, the growth is limited. I think there's good qualities to this trailer. It's definitely once again top-notch production, but I think it goes too many places, for one. And most of all, the trailer to me was a trailer that better promoted Haney Garcia Part 2 more than the card that we're supposed to see Friday night. Because it lacked the other fighters on the card. Like, having them play significant roles in the trailer. They might have been there for a second or two or whatever, but they didn't have a significant role in this trailer. It was just about Haney and Ryan Garcia, which is cool, which would have been cool for their fight, but for this right here, I think it was a miss at best. Top-notch production, but a miss with the promo. A miss with the fact that they're dropping it just now, and the fight's on Friday. That's less than a week of airtime that this promo should have came out 2-3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago at the minimum, right? So I don't know what they was doing with that. With the maybe they're on a strict rollout. We gotta wait till the Eubank Fatal Fury finish off, then we gonna bam drop the Times Square Fatal Fury. Maybe they on that type of time, but when you have so many fights week after week after day type of shit, you can't roll it out like that. So they miss definitely on the timing with it, because they're not giving enough time for this trailer to marinate. They're not giving enough time, haven't given enough time to even promote this fight properly. This hella significant card being in Times Square. They haven't promoted it properly at all. And this almost seems like a last-ditch effort to put throw some promo out there for this fight. But once again, land the plane on that, it's a miss.
Okay, so you say miss. I can't front, man. Salute to my brother. Stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Stay ready, backslide through showing love, man. What's happening with it? To me, it just gave me too much of a vibe that they look at them like a joke. You know what I'm saying? I was telling you earlier, the trailer give me the vibe of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the OG, man. 7 Day Sports TV is through showing love. You know what I'm saying? In the super chat. We definitely appreciate the love, OG. He said, bounty on that pinky ring, nigga. Hey, man, that was some bullshit, too, OG. You know what I'm saying? That was some bullshit. Because, see, you didn't tell the whole story. You didn't tell the story, and Jay Good is a witness to this. You know what I'm saying? Stay Ready a witness to this, too. You know what I'm saying? When we was in Dallas, all you niggas was shining. I was the only one in Dallas with no jury. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know.
It's a usual suspect take.
So I said to myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and give you one of them things. So when we get around, you know what I'm saying? I look like I fit in. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And I went and got one. You know what I'm saying? I had to go do it. You can't get mad at me for that. All you niggas is out here shining. I didn't know that's what I was supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So the next time I came, you know what I'm saying, I had the Marco Cavalli's on deck. Made sure, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna be upgraded anyway. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to make sure we upgrade for the next one. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have some additions, not upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Add some additions, man. You know, goddamn. Salute to the Queen, Shaquilla Fields, man. Slide through the super chat, man. We definitely appreciate the love, Queen, for sure. She said, adding a little color in the chat. Stay true to the grind, young kings, man. Believe that, Queen. Believe that. We appreciate that love, man, for sure. For sure. All right, KG, man, what you got? What's going down with you, KG? My bad. I'm asking you what you got, like you heard the question. What's going down with you, KG? How was your weekend? How Monday been treating you?
Oh shit, man. Weekend's been cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Got back in the boxing damn world and started boxing and moving around and shit. I'm still feeling the woes from that shit. Old niggas damn traumas. But other than that, no, we had a good weekend of fights. My daughter won a 400, ran her first 400 and blew them little daggone raggedy little bitches out the water. Start off slow, watch they pace, find that curve red, kick the power up, and then when you come back on that next straight, see what them bitches on and go ahead and burn them out. That's exactly what she did. She played the back, and then when she turned that corner, she flew past their ass. They gave up as soon as they see her as soon as she put 20 yards between them, Red. Them little girls there, you can see the quit on them, because she stretched out even further than that. So did her that thing, and then we worked out yesterday, and then we're here Monday. What's going on with y'all?
Okay, getting busy out there, I see. You know what I'm saying? Look, the little kids was probably even with her on the curve and thought they was good until they got around the curve and said, that's not even. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. All right, now KG, I'm gonna ask you, what was your thoughts on and I'll finish cooking after you. What was your thoughts on the fight this weekend? Is that a UK classic? Or is it just a classic all around? What was your thoughts? You ain't got to recap it. Just, is it a classic or what?
I clowned it during the fight. I said, they're going to call this shit a classic. Watch. And look at the shit you asking. And the thing is, it's not even just you, Red, asking. I've heard this, you know what I'm saying, throughout the rest of the weekend and coming into the day. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a UK classic, but I think it did enough to get our attention on this side of the water, Red. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, we clowned on it, but I think it warranted enough attention that it, you know what I'm saying, that it got our attention. So, it's a UK classic, and we actually talking about it. So I don't know if it's a classic on this side, but we talking about it. And I want to see the second fight. So, yeah. Good day.
Okay. The extra part to me that what made it classic is Senior. Eubanks Senior showing up, nostrils flaring up like that. Ooh, boy, yeah, I knew they was gonna win. When them nostrils got the flaring, the cameraman did the camera angle from underneath, and Senior was just standing there with the coat. You were seeing nostrils just a flaring. I said, boy, it is going down. For sure, man. For sure. So yeah, man, I can't lie. They put on for their daddies. You know what I'm saying? They put on for their daddies for sure, man. You can't. Ain't no hating on that, man. Ain't no hating on that. I was hoping one of them got dropped, man. I had some shit, but yeah, ain't happening. But yeah, man. Okay. Let me ask you this one, KG. What was your thoughts on the trailer? The Devin Haney trailer that came out for the Fatal Fury this weekend.
That nigga Rolly mad as shit that he didn't get more camera time. That nigga was doing push-ups and dips and planks and stuff, getting his abs to pop out, and all they had him was doing the face-off at the very, 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 very end of the commercial. So Rolly probably mad as shit.
And the pizza box.
He don't count that because he don't even eat pizza. You know what I'm saying? That's
That was, at least they put his name on the box.
Man, y'all niggas ain't right, man.
They put his name on the box. See, Rolly wanted to be on one of those monitors. Brian was on the Calvin Klein. Dev was over there. If you in trouble, call Devin Haney. He had the suit on. You get what I'm saying?
They was wrong for that.
Yeah, they was. But they had the right. Yeah, damn, I just thought about that. Damn, they was wrong. Damn, you pointed out the symbolism just like that. Damn. But Rolly could have been on one of those monitors. T.O. even made it to a monitor. But his shit was short-lived, but he was content with his camera time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was content. Rolly and Jose, damn, Arnold Barbosa wasn't even in the commercial.
He made the pizza box, and no, Arnold Barbosa didn't make nothing.
No, Jose Ramirez and Rolly.
Scram.
Arnold didn't make the commercial.
Scram.
That's crazy. Damn, they could have had him surfing on the beach that T.O. was sitting at. Damn, but no, it was a cool commercial. I saw I post right down and said it was all over the place. I don't think it was. I think it was just New York Times Square. Every one of those monitors. If you ever been to New York and been to Times Square, those monitors are gonna catch your attention because you're gonna see ads running and you know what I'm saying, stuff, stickers and stuff all over the place. So I think it was meant to stay compartmentalized inside of that Times Square area. And it's because there's a lot that goes on in that area. So I didn't think the commercial was too much. I dug it. And it's pretty much letting everybody know that's on the card and anybody watching it, fuck y'all. This is just pretty much preparation for Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney Part 2. That's all.
Okay. Salute to the great digger slide through showing love, man. What up, BFTB? You know what I'm saying? My brother Jared O11 Green in this thing, man. Salute. Okay, man. Okay. Like I said, I just didn't like it because it seemed too comedish. You know what I'm saying? All of the UK joints be seeming, even when they sing in Sweet Caroline, it's a whole bunch of Hitman shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't get none of that. That shit that's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, man. I'm gonna stick with that, man. That's what I feel, man. They could have done a better job. And I felt like pointing out the symbolism in that shit, you know what I'm saying, too. There was some other shit I seen I ain't like. I ain't gonna say nothing, you know what I'm saying, but I definitely didn't like it. But we'll see how everything. The main thing to me that's disturbing, very much disturbing, is that this shit came out on Monday and these niggas supposed to fight Friday. This is some PBC shit. Why is trailers coming out? Man, all the motherfucking trailers came out a month and some change before the fight. You could have put out the Eubanks and Dev trailer and just ran the Eubanks one a little bit more and then ran Dev and them joint a little bit more this week. But they should have been out though. That's some bullshit. Like, you gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gotta do better with that shit, man. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see y'all slacking over there. Saying, don't just start throwing shit together and do whatever, man. Take that shit how you do all the other fights. You coming to America now, you gotta sell better, man. Motherfuckers ain't trying to buy that shit in a week. So that was that was the other thing I had to point out. You know what I'm saying, as far as everything. It was do we go to the recaps? Or do we? Was it something else?
Recaps.
All right, we can go ahead and go to the recaps. Let me see. Go ahead and you want to recap them We recap them one by one and shit. The first joint is who was first on the list? Let me see if I can pull it up while you go ahead and cook. Who you got? The chef, right?
Oh, okay. Chef Clark and old boy Vidal Riley, the YouTuber with amateur background over there in the UK. But it's pretty much been flying under the radar, I would say. Over there, he's undefeated, and I think this to me was this kind of like second step up fight because he did fight a guy named Isaac Chamberlain that is decent on a domestic level over there, and he pretty much boxed him clinically. So I was anticipating Vidal Riley was going to box Chef Clark clinically, who comes with a more extensive amateur background than Vidal Riley, but his style doesn't show it. He relies more on his power punching, I would say, and he doesn't utilize his footwork or his jab as much as he should. So of course, a guy with the style of Vidal Riley was able to definitely exploit that and box him to a easy decision. And I think it kind of puts Riley now officially on the stage where he's officially a contender in the cruiserweight division, having two good victories like Chef Clark and Isaac Chamberlain. So I land the plane on that.
Okay. KG, man, what you had on what that boy named Siobhan, ain't it?
Yeah, that's his Siobhan. Yeah, Siobhan.
Yeah, man, no damn Chev, man. That boy named Siobhan. I shouldn't have picked him off the strength.
Call that nigga Chev.
Nah, man, that's that old bullshit. Is what that is. KG, what you had on the Chev Clark, Siobhan Clark versus Riley.
And you got shit on there. I ain't see it. The guy I picked lost.
You picked Chev Clark?
Yeah.
Oh, next. My bad. Hold on, my bad.
Yeah.
He lost.
Yeah, he lost.
Damn, and you ain't see the fight?
Nah, I didn't see the fight. I heard about it.
All right,
I didn't see the fight. Yeah, I didn't see that fight. Yeah, when I heard about it, I was like, damn. I thought damn Chef Clark was gonna go in there and turn this into a fight because I knew, you know what I'm saying, Ridley was damn more so a boxer. But the thing is, leading up to the fight, everybody's question was, would he be able to keep Clark off of him? That was my deciding factor. I was like, is this nigga gonna be able to keep him off of him? So, yeah, I leaned in that direction. I picked wrong. I think I went 3-1 over this weekend. That's like my worst weekend, but it happens. It happens.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as me, I got that motherfucking fight wrong too. And I got the fight wrong because I picked Clark because I thought he had the better resume, man. Shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? He fighting all these tough dudes, you know what I'm saying? This nigga probably ain't fought shit. Look at his box record, see what he fought, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, hell no. He ain't been doing shit, then sure enough, he get out there and beat this boy ass. Then I didn't even see the whole fight. I turned it on towards the end. And he was talking about how the announcers would say, yeah, if you pick Chef Clark to win, Siobhan ain't shit. I said, what? Siobhan ain't shit. So, yeah, that's how that happened, man. That's how that happened. Let's see what we got. Okay, what's next on the joint? What was next?
I think the opener was Chris Billiam Smith.
Yeah, and Glenn. Okay, I got it.
And
I got it
Glenn.
pulled
That
up.
was a solid fight for an opener. I know a lot of niggas was rooting for Glenn, and they looked at his high knockout ratio, having 17 knockouts on his record. But I think Billiam Smith was being slept on because he definitely had the greater competition on his resume. He's a former champion. And to me, the way he dealt with Lawrence Okolie, dropped him like multiple times in his fight with Okolie. He dealt with Riakpo. He lost the first fight early in his career, but when they became contenders, he fought him again and easily beat him. So CBS is proven to be a guy that has heart. He's scrappy. He has a good chin, and he's fundamentally sound. Decent engine that gets him through fights, and he definitely knows how to clinch and work in the clinch as well. So he just did a little bit more work. To me, it wasn't the most appealing fight to watch or the most entertaining fight to watch, but as far as who won, I think definitely CBS deserved a nod by doing a little bit cleaner work, more activity throughout the championship rounds. So another good pick for me.
Okay, yeah, I picked. Okay, well, KG, who you pick? Who you picked in this fight, KG? What you had? I don't know if you saw the highlights.
You said John Cena versus Brandon Glenn. I told you I got them one fight right, one fight wrong. I mean, and 3 wrong. I got that one wrong too. I know Brandon Glenn is coming off of a layoff, but I know what he was capable of. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I was a fan of the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because of his journey altogether. Played football and he was walking around damn near 300 pounds at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? He came down. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's down to cruiserweight. So, and then I like that he has that dog with him. He almost has like that Charles Conwell dog to him, but Charles didn't look like Charles Conwell last fight. So shit, I shouldn't have been relying too much on Brandon Glenn to look like Brandon Glenn. So yeah, I got that one wrong too. I ain't see that fight either.
Okay. I fuck with Brandon Glenn heavy, and I was gonna rock with him. The brothers tried to shit on me on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Our fella, you wasn't here. They was shitting on me on Friday, saying, what? You gonna pick the white boy over you gonna pick the foreigner white boy over the American brother? Not Cadillac red, not Cadillac. Fuck you niggas. I said that Friday, I said today. I told you niggas, I knew CBS was gonna win. And god damn it, he fought on a level that Brandon Glenn ain't been on yet. And until Brandon Glenn wins some fights on that level, I can't pick him. I'm sorry. That nigga done crossed over the pond to fight a nigga that he ain't on the same level as. They gonna rob you one way or another, nigga. It don't, man. It's just no way for you to win. Fucking impossible. I pick CBS. Shit. And I be goddamn, I was right. Sure enough was right on that shit. Okay, our fella, what you had next, man? Anthony Yard, London.
Yeah, the trilogy that nobody wanted.
Can I ask a question? How come when it's starting to come to these trilogies of boxing, niggas is always saying that they don't want it? Because niggas is saying the same shit about the light heavies and shit too. God damn. Come on, man, go ahead.
But this really, like, there was nobody was calling for this. I mean, Turkey wasn't calling for, at least with Beterbiev and Bivol. Turkey's calling for it. It's under contract. It's on paper. Set in stone. But no, this wasn't set in stone. There was no investor calling for the trilogy for Yard and Arthur. But we got it. And I didn't visually see the fight, but I did hear it. And from my understanding of the audio, it was too close to it shouldn't have been that close. It seemed like Arthur was able to maneuver around in the middle rounds and box. And of course, it got sketchy towards the end where Yard started to come on. But once again, to me, Yard should have blew out Arthur, and that didn't happen. This fight for Yard in this trilogy didn't raise the stock at all. He did fight, and once again turn it up towards the end of the fight, but once again, my only point that I circle back to is the fact that you should have blew this man out.
Okay.
And please don't. I hope whoever put this together, we don't need to see it a fourth time. Even though that this fight was close, even though that the motherfucking AI judge, shout out to the Ring Magazine AI judge, who had it a draw. But let's leave it a draw.
Everybody else had unanimous?
Unanimous for Arthur. I mean, for Yard.
Okay. It's a usual suspect. Okay. Well, see, sometimes the AI don't know shit. Sometimes the AI had it wrong. KT, what you had on the Yard fight?
Lions in the camp. I ain't see that shit either. I think I was on my damn like famous type shit or whatever. I showed up fashionably late because the arena, it wasn't packed enough for me, Red. I had to wait till the main event. I showed up for the main event. It was, you know what I'm saying, packed. And Senior was coming down the aisle with the I can't even think of the little bears. Got the Wookiees or whatever from Star Wars. That's what that fur was. Yep. That damn coat was something else, man. That's what up and down he had.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Not yet, man. Not yet.
I can't talk about the coat?
No, okay. Man. Wait, because that got its own part.
Oh, but no. Yeah, the Yard fight, I ain't see. Look, the Chris Billum Smith and Glenn fight, I seen spots. The Ridley and Clark fight, I seen spots. Yard and Lyndon Arthur, I didn't see not one drop of that fight, bro. What I saw was Anthony Yard in the back. He ain't having shorts on. He was just back there with the cup on, you know what I'm saying, doing mint work. And then I ain't seen no more after that. I couldn't tell you who threw the first punch, how the rounds went. I couldn't tell you none of that. I was just disappointed that Yard didn't go out there and just put the man away. So it is what it is. I don't want to see nothing else from him because he keeps seeming he want to keep staying where he at. He is yet to seek out anybody. So ain't no lines in the damn camp. You know what I'm saying? They just say that shit, stuff they see on TV. You can't repeat the stuff you see on TV, Red. You got to actually have lines in the camp.
KD, I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking about. That boy, they went from field, being in the field slogans to listening to house music, nigga. That shit went from there's lions in the camp to there's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. But that nigga was fighting all kind of like a hoe in that bitch.
You seen it on TV.
God damn. The last fight, he knocked the nigga out.
He said, I learned from watching you. That's what he said.
Stopped him or something. Like, come on, man. Look, man. Look.
Where'd you get that from, Anthony? Where'd you get it from? I learned it from watching you. That was him.
Man, nah, KG. This shit right here that he did, against Linda Arthur, mate. How you win the fight and drop and stop? Niggas watching his fight saying that the winner should fight Bawasi because neither one of these niggas is good. And they was like, yo, but Bawasi just lost. Yeah, but they should fight Bawasi. That's how you know. Niggas is saying, yo, do not leave from over here no more. You are UK fighters, nigga.
It's a usual suspect.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. All it takes is for Bawasi a yard to smack each other, and they gonna have a motherfucking. They gonna have a UK classic on their hands. That's all it takes. Because they been having some shit build up for a minute anyway. And both of them niggas ain't world level. Only one person can walk around these UK streets like they're the top boy. So I need to see it. Yeah, other than that, and after that, don't just leave it at that. That was y'all motherfuckers out there playing too much. That was not that was all of the fights was unanimous decisions. And that one was a dud. For sure. In my opinion. Man. But hey man, maybe it's me. Okay, go ahead. What you had on the main event?
Now, I must say the UK's been putting on heavy on the world stage as far as boxing and entertainment goes, and putting on like big level events. Now, I think it's been 2 weeks in a row where I've seen some great ring entrances. Or was it last week we saw, well, a couple weeks back where we saw Ben Whitaker with the choir and his ring walk. This week with Chris Eubank Jr., another, to me, monumental, great ring walk, especially, of course, with the added presence of his father. But of course, ode to his special ring walk song, Simply the Best, starting, and then it transitioning into the next generation ring walk with the Still Dre being played by an orchestra, transitioning to the real Still Dre by Dre and Snoop Dogg. That was class right there. That was class entertainment. An epic ring walk from Chris Eubank and Chris Sr. Once again, the fight definitely lived up to expectations. It wasn't the most skillful battle, but the heart that we saw between these two sons made up for the I would say the lack of skill. I have to say that Conor Ben is an entertaining fighter. Like, he might not be the most like he definitely got nowhere near the skill of a guy like Boots or Brian Norman Jr. But the boy is entertaining. He's an entertaining fighter to watch. And it's unfortunate that some of that footwork that I saw in the lead up to or within his camp in the lead up to the fight, it's unfortunate that he didn't utilize that more, or it didn't transition into the ring. Because if it did, Eubanks might have been out of there. But for the fact that he was so much in front of Eubank, it definitely made the job for Eubank a little bit easier. Not to say the job was easy, but it made it easier for Eubank, who I think, to be all honest, he's lost a step. Chris Eubank Jr. is no longer in his prime. The legs showed that to me on Saturday afternoon. But the heart and the dog, he definitely showed. Conor Ben, he showed so much heart. It almost, in a sense, the talks of him being a cheater and the situation with Eggs have kind of died down a little bit, or if not a little bit, a lot, because of the performance that he was able to put on. So this performance, PED free, I think did a lot for improving his stock and lifting his stock to that profile. Now, I kind of disagree with the good doctor over there in regards to wanting to see the rematch. I don't want to see the rematch, in my opinion. Eddie Hearn has done a great job of spinning and exaggerating and telling bold-faced lies about Conor Ben, his fighter Conor Ben being a welterweight and him going back down to welterweight to possibly get at Boots and such. But in actuality, Conor Ben, since his so-called suspension in the UK, he's been fighting at 154 for his last 2 fights. So if you really want to go down to 147 and keep it in the whole sense of house against house Eubank against House Ben, why not Harlem Eubank, a legitimate welterweight, undefeated, British champion, that's on the cusp of being a world contender? Senior was trying to push it in the first place. Junior seems like he's having problems making the middleweight limit. Maybe we can pass the baton to Harlem Eubank. Maybe we can give Ben an actual chance to get a win over in the Ben name by facing Harlem Eubank. But it is a welterweight fight that I'll be interested to see, because I don't want to see Chris Eubank Jr. versus Ben again.
Damn. Salute to Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA and combat talk, fly through showing love, man. D-Man Jr. in the building. Salute. Damn. You probably the only one out there that feel like that, man. KG, man, what you got, man? Give me your thoughts, man. You press Chris Eubanks, right?
I got that one wrong. The only fight I got right was Anthony Yarde.
Hold on. You picked Conor Ben?
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
I ain't like how damn Chris Eubank looked damn leading up to the fight with the weight. He looked like he was about to put red. The nigga got out the bag and his muscles were still in the bag. It's kind of hard to
I told you what he said. You the one that gave him the advice. Put your body in the bag first, lose weight, then get out the bag, nigga.
Yeah, but he got out and it looked like he left some stuff in there. He got out. You seen it. The look on his face was like, this hurts the flex. Oh my God. How am I gonna stand? Then when they did the ceremonial weigh-in, he don't look like he damn rehydrated much, because the look at his eyes looked hollowed out. He didn't look like he was staring at the bed. He looked like he had just freeze framed. That nigga, they had a screenshot of that nigga, man. So I was like, bro, I want to go with Chris, but he ain't looking healthy right now, man. Like you remember the week before we gave Boots all that smoke. Boots didn't look like no way, shape, or form like Chris Eubank, like quivering, and he just looked completely checked out. So yeah, that was the deciding fact. I said this dude ain't gonna be able to hold up, and Conor Ben didn't do what I expected him to do. When you got a thin body like that, a guy that's been struggling to make weight, you're supposed to tax his body. So then when we get to the second half of the fight, the punch resistance is going to prove itself that, yeah, his dad just said it. He's going to be lacking punch resistance, but we got to damn chip away at this damn thin-ass body. But Conor Benn is not damn fundamentally sound enough to do that. But the little nigga is scrappy as shit. He might have been missing a lot, but he had Chris Eubank in all kinds of fits. Like how else did he get both sides of his face swollen, get cuts, and went to the hospital with a broken jaw? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the punches was missed, but he was getting caught. He was getting rocked, man. And we seen him get hurt several times. And then we also seen Chris Eubanks land at will on Conor Ben. But Red, you heard me say this. Every gun in that nigga house got birdshot in it, man. Like I said, you shoot a nigga and pepper him all damn day. Pepper. All it do is make you cough, man. It don't ever knock you out. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it was to see the bigger man, and that's how I know the weight was an issue, because he couldn't put that man away. Too many clean punches. Or either Conor Ben really can take a punch, the PEDs had some kind of residual effect, or damn Chris Eubank just damn got bad ammo in the guns over that bitch over there, man. He just, our fella said it. He a shell of himself, or he just ain't the same Chris, man. Because yeah, and I don't give a fuck what you say. I want to see a rematch, man. I want to see that damn rematch, because Chris Eubank ain't doing nothing. What you gonna do? Go back? You gonna go back to 68? Who you gonna
fight Jake Paul, my nigga? You on that level? Cash cow, nigga. Cash cow.
So are you asking him to go up the cruiserweight?
I'm asking him to fight at a Chris Eubank Jr. catchweight with Jake Paul for his
Tell the nigga to join the circus, huh, Fred?
Hey, yo.
Tell the nigga to join the circus. His dad already was disappointed leading up to this motherfucker. You gonna tell the nigga join the circus? What you think his dad gonna say about that?
He already a disgrace.
What you think his dad gonna say about that?
Oh no,
his dad gonna look at him. Look, his dad gonna look at him worse than JCC looks at damn JCC Jr. Goddamn it.
And then he gonna see the 00, comma 000, comma 000, and be like, "Hey yo, I love you, son.
I love you, son. Goddamn."
You gonna turn into the first words of the battle rap. Hey yo. Because that's a lot of zeros that come with Jake Paul. And if Jake Paul pull up, man, if he fight Eubank, yo, that'd be crazy. Because he might get some credit for fighting the boxer. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. That's
it's a usual suspect.
I mean, look, man. As far as me, you're saying the fight in itself. Man, when Senior showed up, go ahead, KG. Tell us about the coat. I'm gonna let KG cook on that coat. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the nostrils for me. Tell me about that coat, KG.
The nostrils wouldn't have been damn full surface if it wasn't for that coat, man. All of them was the same color. That's a one-on-one coat right there. That coat didn't have no buttons, no zippers, no nothing, no Velcro, no nothing. That was just him holding it together like damn, like your mama at the bus stop with the gown, standing at the door waiting on you to get on the bus while you standing in the snow. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. Fully equipped. That nigga, bro. I need to feel that jacket, man, because that's straight teddy bear fur right there. You saw the curl on that? You don't get that curl from no regular bell, Red. That's the deepest. That's the deepest jungles of where the Wookiees and the damn Ewoks damn dwell. Goddamn, I promise you. He shaved down the whole community to make that coat. Yep, that's why they're extinct now. Why you think the Ewoks never made it to any other Star Wars movie? Chris Eubanks Sr. He's had that coat for decades, Red. He brought it out for this fight. Yep.
Well, look, man, that nigga, man, he be wearing that coat. That's his coat. You know what I'm saying? The Lion's mane coat. When he put that coat on and the nostrils flaring like his nose going row. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Nigga was dancing in the coat too.
I'm trying to tell you, man, listen, man. You Big C is the funniest. Hey, yo. Real talk. Nigel Benn was still in the show. Because he had his Bobby Brown fit on with the glasses and all that. Now, I said, there's no grown man talking no lisp like that. You know
not Bobby Brown, Red. Michael Bivins.
Nah. He was looking like Bobby. not hold on. Not today's Bobby Brown. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, back then Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? Or in between back then, before he jumped out the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Before the helicopter days. You know what I'm saying? But not that far before the helicopter day. if I'm on the right timeline with you, Kate, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because Nigel was, but then when Senior showed up, man, Senior stole the show. Then they did the entrance. That entrance had him, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. That went in, both of them, because Conor Ben had a nice little interest too. I ain't gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? They did it right for the UK style. But the wild shit, you know what I'm saying, of the whole fight, and I'm glad you here, KG. Tell me about the wild shit you was hearing in the backstage while the fight was going on.
What you mean?
Niggas was saying, they were saying Conor was winning. You see all the bitches landed.
What? That was act bias. You know what I'm saying? That was act bias, man. Act was just back there. Just I'm like, I wanted to chime in, but I was like, damn, okay, Act, you've been a little unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I understand what you're saying. But Mac chose to play the semantics game and say, oh, well, what about this one? But Mac was saying that, but he was ignoring the punch right before that Conor Ben would land. So I was sitting back, I was like, yeah, I hear both sides of this, but Mac was trying to stay on it and stay ready, but you got to acknowledge you sounding like the commentators to a certain degree. You was trying to point out what Chris Eubank was doing, but ignored the punch that Chris Eubank would take before he would get his damn punch off. So, like I said, Conor Ben missed a lot, but the ones he landed, niggas won't get him giving him his flowers for the ones that landed. That's what I'm saying. But you was a little unrealistic with how much was being landed.
Well, to me, what had me laughing the most is after the fight, looking at Conor Ben in the corner with his daddy ready to cry, and Chris Eubank, you know what I'm saying, Senior and Junior saying, that's why you embarrass your family name and you gonna cry. Yo, Conor Ben is hilarious. After a performance like that, to get up there and start crying, being all teary-eyed and shit, going to the press conference after all sad and shit, whole bunch of excuses and shit. I don't know, man. You just put on a hell of fire. You just did your number, man. You did your thing. You didn't come out on top. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to make excuses, man. Just salute it. It is what it is. If they want to run it back, we'll run it back. We're going to get with the team. And you know what I'm saying? But you put on. Like, I don't, worldwide, We ain't forgot you a cheater. But where you cheated at, back at home, after this performance, I felt it right, man. Don't nobody give a fuck about that egg shit no more. You done got slapped with an egg, literally. You know what I'm saying? You done took your time off, suspension-wise, and motherfucking, yeah. It is what it is, but we all still call you a cheater, and we know the truth. But I don't know, man. It don't take away from the fact that niggas still want to see that shit again.
It's a usual suspect.
You know what I'm saying? I still want to see it again, man. I want to see that. That was that much of a good one. Y'all got paid big. Run it back. I mean, what the fuck, nigga? Man, keep it real. Chris Eubank ain't fighting nowhere, no near no goddamn title, man. In any weight division. He ain't getting, man.
Canelo looking at him right now.
Man, I bet the fuck he is. I bet Canelo would be looking at him right now.
Yeah.
He ain't getting no fucking, he not fighting for no title and winning it.
You like that UK diet?
He not fighting for no championship and winning it, for sure. And motherfucking Conor Ben ain't neither. At 54 or 47. He can't win no fucking title. And that's for damn sure. So you niggas might as well.
Hold up, you don't think he can beat Barrios?
Fuck no.
You tripping, bro.
He can't beat no champ. At 47 or 54. That nigga swing too wild. He gonna get his ass knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Game of change on him. They get the fuck around with a real Aztec. And we know what Mexican niggas do to UK motherfuckers. Yeah. We already know that. So yeah, tell him do it. Since he feels some type of motherfucking way. Shit. That, like I said, he can't beat nobody. He ain't fucking with Boots. He ain't fucking with Brian Norman. He ain't fucking with motherfucking Barrios. And if you go to 54, who had 54 with the belt?
Baki.
Yeah.
Fundora.
Baki Fundora. Fundora got two, don't he?
Yep.
Yeah, Baki Fundora, and who the other motherfucker? Is it?
Well, Bud about to vacate.
Well, he ain't fucking with him. Look, man, he ain't fucking with nobody. So you better stay over there with that bullshit. Man, Conor Ben is Anthony Joshua. And what happens when you can't go steal some titles real quick and make him a champ? That's what Conor Ben is. So you better continue fighting them bum ass niggas that Eddie said that it's a good fight for you. Get the fuck out the way. Any real fight, you getting your ass whipped. Again. And that's how I feel about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I don't know. Was it any other news or anything else before we get up out of here, fellas?
Usyk Dubois 2 is official. They had a little presser today. Dubois pushed Usyk.
Unnecessary.
It was. They pulled up to Talk Sport and did a dual interview as well. And Dubois talking big shit, talking about it's gonna be a bloodbath and this and that. So yeah, was that July 19th? That fight's going down. So boxing's in a good place. You know what I mean? Definitely in a good place. So many big fights, week after week after week, and that's just another big undisputed fight going down in the near future.
But I feel like, why he gotta act like he ain't get knocked out?
I know.
Who?
Dubois.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to talk about that. They just want to talk about. They just want to talk about the borderline low blow.
I mean, he did some shit too. But let's not act like you didn't get knocked the fuck. Like okay, you hit the nigga with the low blow, and he could have been dropped. You know what I'm saying? He could have been knocked out or whatever. Right. But he got back up and whooped your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, he bended the knee.
Yeah, like nigga.
And the thing is, you allowed Usyk to sell to the damn referee that it was low. Like, what did I tell y'all? I said if I was damn Daniel Dubois' corner, when he came to the corner after that round, I would have told him to go out there and hit him again in the same spot. We was gonna find out that night. Well, you're gonna take a point. Nigga, I don't care. If you hurt this man's hips and legs, he ain't gonna be no good without the point or not. Go hit his ass again there in the same spot.
You ain't lying, KG. Look, they gonna take a point, nigga. He about to knock your ass out.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, nigga. So you know.
Come on, yeah. They ain't even take a point. Nigga, go ahead and get that point taken. I don't care, because his legs ain't gonna work the same. They didn't work the same for the rest of the fight. You just got discouraged. Yep. So it's gonna be a good one, because Daniel gonna come in there, sharpen, you know what I'm saying, with what he damn has lacked, because we've seen it in previous fights, how he's come in with more of a chip on his shoulder, more of an edge to him. So he's gonna come in, you know what I'm saying, more determined in this fight. But Usyk at the same time, you can't damn take it away from him. He's gonna come in and play this fight a little bit smarter. He might protect the body a little bit better. He might draw or bait Daniel Dubois to come to the body just to catch him coming in. So like I said, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. But Daniel, you ain't gotta sell this fight. So that push was unnecessary. You got a cool, calm, collected dude standing in front of you. You won't come push him. But you got a suit on. If he decided to fire back in his little tracksuit, you weren't in position to fight back. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna hawk right out of that suit and be looking silly.
Usyk with the pant leg rolled up.
Yeah. Usyk could have done a spinning kick, or he was prepared to do anything out there.
Yeah, he was LL Cool Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk was prepared to run a combine out there if he needed to. You out there with hard bottom shoes on and tailored suits
and grass.
We also make sure y'all follow on Instagram, Usual Suspect 6, US6 on IG. I put it up in the chat because we are now posting boxing news on the Usual Suspect 6 Instagram. And one of the stories we've just posted in lieu of the undisputed battle between Canelo and the IBF champion William Skull. William Skull came out and kind of cleared the air in regards to his sparring with Conor Benn, because of course we heard Nigel Benn totally air him out, talking about we got the IBF champion William Skull, and we stopped him. You know what I mean? He stopped. And I believe, I just had to kiss my boy and all this and that. You know what I mean? Well, the IBF champion himself, during fight week, of course, has cleared the air and was pretty much saying that it didn't go down like that. And it was great sparring, quote unquote. And but that's not true. He did not quit. End quote. What y'all think about that? Does it make any change to your upcoming pick with Canelo? Because I know a lot of us was feeding into that, like, damn, Conor Benn stopped William Skull. Like, yo, he ain't gonna last 2 rounds with Canelo.
Man, listen, I don't know about KG, but I don't give a fuck about nothing. I didn't give a fuck about the Conor Benn William Skull sparring. I was picking Canelo regardless, nigga. You could have told me he knocked Conor Benn head off, and I still would be picking Canelo, nigga. Got me fucked up. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to eat that crow, nigga. You had to show me. Do William Skull know Canelo got to fight against Bud and Turkey want to see it?
I mean, the question isn't if he's going to win, bro.
No.
The question is if he going to last.
But do the nigga know that? No, do the nigga know that? Because the nigga out here acting like he don't know that. I think you said, my bad. That's absurd. Nigga, that, you should know that. KG, what you got, man? What you got real quick before we get out here?
On what?
William Skull saying that motherfucking Conor Ben daddy lying.
Oh, that shit don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want either fame or something off of sparring. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we give sparring credence and sometimes we say, nigga, it's just sparring. So ain't nobody showing no receipts. Ain't nobody produce receipts, but we supposed to take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? We seen what a thin Chris Eubank did to you. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So how credible is it really? You know what I'm saying? And we seen how your face looked after the end of that fight. That nigga looked like an old man. He looked like a grumpy old man at the end of the fight.
He looked like one of the Muppets, the old man Muppets.
Yeah.
The old man Muppets in the stands. You remember them?
He just needed the mustache. That's all. Yeah.
He showed
that's what he looked like. So if that's the case, William Skull there, you know what I'm saying, might have held his own. So it don't matter this weekend. He ain't gonna hold his own there. It don't matter. So it don't matter if Eubank beat him or not. He beat Eubank. I mean, he beat them Conor Ben. It don't matter. It don't matter if them Maul or the rest of the damn triplets showed up because he looked like a Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter.
God damn. All right, man. On that note, we gonna go ahead and get.
Look like that. He do. He look like Rakim to me.
Let's hope he don't look like a Charlo.
I can't. I
ain't no Joe looking ass, but he is a Joe.
Look like he's happy to be there. I am very happy to be here. They're gonna teach him that English before he show up.
All right, man. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Salute to the chat for sliding through, rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the super chat. We definitely appreciate the love for show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man. Salute to the mighty LDBC. It's the usual suspect King. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man. Your boy Cadillac Red, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, though. What?
It's a usual suspect King.
Yeah, I know them such and such, but them niggas around me different.
To live is to risk it all. Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled molecules drifting wherever the universe blows you.
Come on, everyone. Keep healthy. Keep healthy. Come on, everyone.
It's the usual suspect. King!